Hello friends! Glass aquariums, oceanariums, and all kinds of enclosures have made it possible for us to admire many interesting and unusual animals without experiencing any discomfort. Aquariums, especially large ones, use incredibly strong glass that ensures the safety of people. However, there's always something that can go wrong. A huge aquarium was installed in one of the halls of a shopping mall in Shanghai in 2010. Several sharks were then put in the tank. Moreover, at certain times of the day, a diver went into the tank to feed the predatory fish right in front of the people. The unusual inhabitants of the fish tank, as well as the feeding shows, made both the aquarium and the mall sort of a local landmark. There were always dozens of people walking by and watching the sharks. However, in 2012, around New Year's, Chinese gift buyers were horrified to come face to face with these sharks. People were watching the sharks, just as they always did, when suddenly, the aquarium burst. A wave of its exotic residents, lemon sharks and turtles, engulfed the onlookers. The 34-ton shark tank simply exploded. Both the mall employees and customers got showered with glass, and 15 people ended up getting injured. According to one of the eyewitnesses, the sound resembled a real explosion. According to the media reports, one man broke his leg and received several lacerations, while others escaped with scratches, cuts, and minor bruises. People were mostly injured by glass fragments that were flying around. All the victims, except for the man with the fracture, were released from the hospital immediately after receiving medical attention. Most of them were mall employees. Unfortunately, all the inhabitants of the aquarium died. Even though the fish tank was the most popular spot in the mall, the management decided against restoring it. All the stores opened back up the next day. The reason that caused the aquarium to burst is yet to be determined. The prevailing theory, however, is that it happened due to the reaction of the glass to a decrease in temperature caused by a cold snap. I feel like most of the people who witnessed the fish tank burst were scared of getting bitten by the sharks. After all, most people are literally 100% sure that these fish are very bloodthirsty. However, that's not always the case. This young woman, for example, adores sharks. She treats them like pets, and they even let her touch them. They always behave well and don't ever try to bite anyone. But I don't recommend following this woman's example and getting so close to the sharks. And here is another incident with an aquarium. The 12.8 million euro aquarium was opened in Berlin's Mitte district in 2002. According to the owners of the facility, it was the world's largest cylindrical saltwater aquarium. The 16-meter structure, with 1 million liters of salt water and 1,500 fish, had become the main attraction of the Radisson Blu Hotel. There was even a working elevator inside the structure, and before the accident, Aquadome underwent a thorough inspection and renovations that cost almost 3 million euros. The workers carefully serviced the elevator and replaced the silicone seals. After the pandemic, the aquarium reopened only in June 2022. This fish tank was the pride of the American company Reynolds Polymer Technology, which specializes in acrylic glass, and its subsidiary ICM, which builds structures with acrylic panels. You could make a small hole at most with small arms or something like that, where there's a little water might come out, but not to burst the whole cylinder. Such Hollywood scenarios or worst-case scenarios could not take place here. All the German media quoted the speech that Michael Jessing, the tank's architect, gave at the opening of the aquarium. But on December 16th, everything did go as if according to some Hollywood scenario. Early in the morning, at 5:45, the residents of the hotel heard a powerful bang and felt the ground under their feet move. It took seconds for the giant cylinder to burst. The shock wave knocked out doors and windows. Furniture was thrown into the street. 1 million liters of water and dying fish spilled onto Karl-Liebknecht-Straße. Because everything happened early in the morning, there were no casualties. Only 2 people were slightly injured. Unfortunately, all 1,500 inhabitants of the aquarium died. Rescuers managed to save only 30 fish that were housed in separate tanks in the hotel basement at the time. Representatives of the American company arrived at the scene for an inspection. However, the preliminary reason was already voiced. The largest aquarium in the world didn't need an external reason to burst. It collapsed all on its own. And that's all for today, friends. How do you feel about such aquariums? Are you scared to be around them? If you like this episode, don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.